All right, y'all, so we finna color this hair. Sometimes I be looking into the instructions, sometimes I don't. It's boring. Related to the basics. We do all this stuff to color our hair today. Yes! Actually, I need that. Step. Ponte los guantes y déjatelos puestos durante toda la aplicación. Aquí están mis guantes. Okay? I'm gonna put them on so we don't want stuff all over our hands. Disclaimer, I got a big head and I got a lot of hair, so this might not even be enough. Actually, I'm not even gonna take that chance. I'll go to the store now, get another box, and then I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I got the Garnier Féria. I ain't gonna lie, now I'm extra scared. Simply because this one's redder. I was trying to find a Garnier Nutrice one, but they didn't have another one like that. So I had to go with this. There was 2 other brands, but I've never used those. And I have used this in black, so we're gonna see what it do. And I really like how my hair turns out after I use this brand. This and the Garnier Fructis. I've used both of those in black, and they turned out really good, so I'm hoping that this gives the same results and not leave my hair dry and crusty. Because it already is. Some boys, and use the instructions. So you take this, you put this in this, and then you put this in here, okay? That's what the instructions say. And to the hair police, they're like, oh my God, she's putting box dye in her hair. I've been putting box dye in my hair since the beginning of time. And my hair's always been fine. I'm very much DIY girly. I like to do my own nails. I like to do my own hair. I don't invest my money in those type of things. I do it myself. Sometimes I do, but not all the time. I like to invest my money in vacations and things like that. So, I mean, if by chance this stuff doesn't make my hair fall out, guess what? I will be on somebody's island, eating good food, bald-headed. Maybe bald-headed, but I'll still be on the island. So I'm going to go ahead and already make the second bottle because I know for this monstrosity of a head of mine, I'm going to need 2. So that was Garnier Nutrice, okay? And this is Féria's products. I'm taking them out now. They even got the cute little oil pack too, okay? My hair is going to be moisturized when it gets done. Féria, Royal Féria, they got the black gloves in there. Nice and professional. So, let's see. Hold up. All right, so it says to put this into here. And that was the Shimmering Conditioning Color Gel. Next, it says to put the Shimmer Serum Ampoule, or however you say that. I gotta go cut this because I never opened these right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna squeeze that into there. Oh my gosh, if this would have landed in the floor, I probably would have cried. All right, so squeeze that in there, and then we're gonna take the Color Boost and put it in there. Ooh, that's red. Look at that. That's definitely gonna have to go on my ends because I don't want the roots that bright. I'm gonna try to see how I can do this. They walk around like a ketchup bottle. All right, so there's that. So then you're gonna put the cap back on it, but also take this off. If you don't take this off, that's what's gonna happen. If you don't take that off and shake it, when you shake it, it'll blow the cap off. Because there's a lot of gas buildup that happens when you do this mixture, okay? This is gonna part my hair into 4 sections because one, my hair is thick, so I have to make sure I get down in the nitty gritties because if not, I will be walking around looking like a leopard with brown spots all in my head. And then I will really scream. I'm gonna part it and it keeps getting tangled. Ah! God! Oh my gosh. Wondering, do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. Do I have confidence in what I'm doing though? Absolutely. Because I feel like if you have an understanding of basic geometry and if you can read, then I mean you should be all right. So, be right back. So, in order to get my hair manageable, I have to put a little water in it because like if I just try to brush it like this, it's not going through. But you put a little water in it. All right. Put a little water in it and then start from the bottom. I don't have any product in my hair, so I washed it last night. so it's a little harder to brush as well. But I put a little water in it, it'll help the brush glide through like this. But what you don't want to do is put dye on your hair, especially a color that can leave spots. If it was dark, it'd be different. You already have dark hair, like it's not gonna be that noticeable. But you want it all the kinks to be out of it. So that way, make sure you get the dye everywhere, okay? Do that to all 4 sections. I'm just gonna twist it up so that way then I'll get to it after I get these 2, okay? Be right back. Gosh. Something is wrong with me. So I'm just gonna twist it like that. So I'm gonna take a loose this. You see how nice and easy this is gonna be to deal with now? That's what you want, okay? So I'm gonna color this part, then this part, and then I'm gonna do that to each one to make sure I get the dye everywhere. Everywhere in my head, not everywhere in the bathroom. Oh. All right, so I'm about to put my gloves on, so I'm not gonna be able to show you like the application process, but once I finish having it in, I will show you before I rinse it, okay? Okay, I almost forgot the most important part. I'm stopping the process. I already put a little in this one. But put some grease on your edges. Put it on your ear. Even if you ain't black, baby, I'm telling you, put a little grease on it so you don't be having stuff everywhere all over your head. I'm gonna show you. So I got some Blue Magic, but if you got Vaseline, that's all you need. For this, it's gonna do the same thing. Just put some on your finger, and this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna rub it on. Don't put it on your hair though, because like you want the dye on your hair, but put it on your face, around, and put it on your ears. And that'll prevent the dye from penetrating through your skin and walking around with red everything. And put it on the back of your neck, like I'm telling you. I feel like this is gonna get messy real quick, and I'm trying to prevent that because I got somewhere to be after this. Okay, so the dye has been applied. I used this entire bottle of the Garnier, and then I have some Féria left. So I'd say I used about 1.5 bottles. Could I have used the bottle? I could have made 1 bottle stretch, but you weren't about to catch me out here slipping. I had to make sure this stuff was saturated because I did not want patches. This is with a lot of dye like in my hair. It's saturated, so I don't know exactly how it's gonna look when I rinse it out. Hopefully it'll be this vibrant. I kind of like it, so we'll see. All right, y'all, this is the finished product. I don't know if you can see it. My roots is what mostly took, but there's dye on the end, so you just can't tell unless you're in the sunlight. So technically, I am now an amphibian. Because you know they get the mysterious scales or whatever. You can only see it in the light, boo. And really, all I said I wanted was just a little tint anyway. So, like, this is more than what I wanted, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I mixed the 2 together. I put the Garnier up here, and then I put the Féria down here, L'Oreal Féria. But then at the end, I took the L'Oreal Féria, and I just mixed it all over. So, it's a little mixture of both. If you were considering trying to go over this color, I think it'll look better when I straighten my hair because you can see it more. But I'll do that another day, and then I'll show y'all. So, yeah, successful dye job. So thank you, Garnier, and thank you, L'Oreal, for creating such great products. Your products work well together. I know you're 2 separate companies, but your hair dyes work well together. They created a nice color combo. Also, disclaimer, the reason the dye took more up here because I already had black dye on this from months ago. So this is how much never had any dye on it. So it took well here on my roots because I didn't have any dye there previously. But I did have black dye on the ends, which is why it's darker here and way more vibrant red here. Okay, peels.